Oh, we just leave. Okay.
Yep. Fuck this shit. We're out.
So this is your secret hideout. Once I get free, you won't stand a chance. You all had better sleep with one eye open. Look how worried I am. Welcome back!
That's Kamoana.
She's the same age as Diana. Did the Abbey really turn someone so young into a Therian?
Yep. Yike. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yep.
Eleanor! Medissa, please, would you be able to talk to her?
Is this a trick?
Kamoana may be a Therian, but deep down, she's still a normal little girl who misses her mother.
Even Eleanor, a racist, can understand compassion.
What I try, but if it were you...
I'm glad they didn't have that crying sound going on in the background for all that.
Oh, thank God. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Do I scare you, honey?
A little, but not as much as Velvet and Dial. But don't you think I'm scary?
Honey, I'm made of snakes.
I had a bad dream earlier. My mommy said I looked scary and that she didn't want me anymore.
She would never. Your mother would never think that about her daughter.
But how do you know?
Because I'm a mother too.
Specifically now your mother.
Mothers always love their children, no matter what. No matter if we die. No matter how the world changes. There's nobody who loves you more in the world than...
It's okay. You don't have to cry. I hope Kamoana and Medissa won't have to feel so lonely anymore.
Yeah, trying to stop the waterworks gets old fast.
Listen, if it's not too personal, was your mother,
She's dead. I lost her when I was even younger than you.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's fine. It just means we've got things in common. So no feeling sad and alone, okay?
Oh no, I'm fine. I don't feel lonely or anything, I swear.
3 cheers for shared trauma.
You're so strange sometimes.
Ramadan-ding!
Eleanor, I'll have you watch over Kamoana and Medissa.
Yes, of course. I'd be honored. Thank you.
Are exorcists supposed to be so polite to a grand poobah of calamity or whatever?
Sure, why not? Besides, the Demon Lord ought to not trouble herself over such trivialities.
Velvet, Grimoire's calling for you. She says to bring Laphicet and meet her at the observation tower.
Got it.
We better get going then.
Oh, time for Skit Central. Oh, not yet.
Probably coming up on it. We'll keep an eye on Kamoana. You head over to the watchtower and talk to Grimoire.
Okie dokie, Artichoke.
Is it all right if I stay here and live with you for a while?
Oh, sure. You can live here for longer than a while if you want.
Thank you, Kamawana. Okay, I am going to step away real quick and grab something because I am needing some sustenance.
Sustenance,
Back in a minute.
sustenance is always good.
Yeah.
All right. Tempering powder. Would you leave me be for a moment? I don't want anyone to see me cry. Aw. Others are truly great beings. They stand higher than any king. This is making me miss my own late mother. I want to stay with my mother. Do I have anything to upgrade? Let's give you the slow ward. Looks like is the best one. There we go. All right. Let's go talk and gather things and go, but I probably will not go into the full watchtower until Zalgardis gets back, because I do not want to risk that echo. Actually lead to the outer path? Yeah, it does. I do like those souls here. Gather those. Oh, we never use bombing fluid for anything.
Hey, do you all have mothers?
Where'd that question come from?
Well, after hearing that Velvet, Kamawana, and Eleanor all lost their parents, I just got curious.
My mother was a strict, frightening woman, but she died a long time ago.
I see.
I have no parents either. But the wicked witch who took me in said I was born from a peach that floated down the river.
You are not Momotaro.
And you, Aizen?
We Malakim are formed from...
I come back at the right time, don't I?
Sometimes humans are reborn as Malakim, but they retain no memory of their previous lives. In other words, we don't have blood relations like humans do.
I see. By the time I was aware of anything around me, I was already tethered and being called number 2. I suppose having no mother means I don't have any memories before that. I told Medusa that losing a mother is painful, but I can't know how painful it is.
Go easy on him, Aizen. He's just a kid.
I'm just telling it like it is. But listen to me, Laphicet. You can share deep connections with other people, even if you don't have a biological family. Malakim, too, can form precious bonds. True friendships, even family.
That's right. Your words wouldn't have stopped Medusa if they weren't true in your heart.
You really think so?
I'm sure of it.
It's far better than being a witch born from a peach.
Nonsense! There's no nobler way to be born! I have an everlasting friendship with a dog, a monkey, a pheasant, and Bienfu.
I hope he's...
Okay, Momotaro.
She wishes.
About to say, like, you are not Momotaro, my man. I've been to the Magilu, I've been to the island where Momotaro fought the demons. Like, I actually have. In the story. Or the one theorized to be, anyway.
Yeah. Is Grimoire on the watchtower up ahead?
She's up in the tower by the docks to the rear. Says she stays up late working so she eats at night, but boy is she fussy. This stock wasn't made properly, she says. So on and so forth.
Suddenly she appears behind him. And what is this about me being picky?
You are very picky, ma'am. Slice.
Mm-hmm.
I regret nothing. Yo, Kurogane.
Thanks to you, the construction of our hideout is proceeding so smoothly.
About that retractable ventilation shutter. Please, let me make a new one.
What? Why? We already installed it, and it works just fine.
It's the hinges. When they move, it makes this unbearable squeak. I can hear it every time the wind blows.
Oh, come on, that's nothing. Besides, anything we install is going to rust up once the sea breeze gets to it. More importantly, I'd love it if you made us a nice big pot and a frying pan too.
Not happening. I can't focus with that incessant squeaking. I can't work under these conditions.
Fine. You can make a new shutter. But make us a pot and pan while you're at it.
Can I also fix that autonomous hunter-killer anti-personnel spinning blade engine I made the other day?
That too? But you said you were satisfied with how it turned out.
I was at first, but when I thought about it, I realized I forgot to install an off switch. So, can I fix it?
God, yes! Fix it before it kills us all!
Great. Okay. Shutter first, then...
Spinning death machine first!
Yeah, that is pretty funny.
Damn it. A man's body and soul may vanish, but he lives on through his craft. It's one of the wonders of life, even for me. Kurogane, you are quite unusual, inside and out. I mean, you're empty, but you got humanity. Well, you're a demon, but still. This is confusing.
Yep, such is life.
Yep. Such is life and unlife.
Life is a game. It's a survival. Did we just never grab that one? Huh. Alright, good thing I went this way.
I'm not sure if something is new and just popped up randomly, or if it's something we missed.
Yeah. So if that's not the way to go... Okay. Let's just keep going. Now let's go this way first. Get those Tails coins. Our army gathers.
Yep.
We shall call ourselves the Silver Ravens and overthrow Kintargo. Sorry, wrong game.
Yep.
All right, who are you down here? If I can get to you without crashing into too much stuff. Come on.
The inn.
Huh. Kind of funny.
But there's someone talking here. Or at least that's a symbol they have for the inn.
Yep.
So.
So what brings you? So what food have you procured today?
Just cereal for now.
Fair.
It's quick and easy. I can prepare beds if you need to rest.
Sure.
Bitch!
The oldest known map of the world was made by... Wow, it took them decades!
You always look so happy when you've got your nose in a book. What's so interesting about the one you've got there?
It's a book about surveying. When I read it, I can imagine myself traveling afar and making maps of the world. It sounds like so much fun.
I know just how you feel. I know Magilu and the others don't understand. But I just can't help but feel excited when I think about us completing a map of the entire world.
It's the thought of treasure that gets me more fired up.
Obviously, there's treasure waiting to be unearthed too, but that's more of a bonus on the side. Crossing uncrossable oceans, going to lands where none have gone before. The voyage itself, the dance with death, these things hold value greater than that of any treasure.
Ah, adventure! Truly the romance of the quest we call life.
Laphicet, you had a map, didn't you? The one you dropped when we first met?
It's a world map I got when I was with the Abbey, but I only checked out the places really close by. I could hardly call it adventure.
There's more to adventuring than visiting far-off lands and sailing stormy seas, you know. Adventures are about achieving your ambitions and leaping across the walls we've built to protect ourselves, no matter the danger that waits on the other side. There are no big or small adventures.
Even if I only went to Helavis and the Figol ice caps?
Think of it like this. When you sneaked out of town without the Abbey noticing, when you walked the land and compared it to your map, how did that make you feel?
It was scary, but fun. Exhilarating.
Then it was an adventure. The map you made within yourself is a treasure that's only yours.
Wow! My very own treasure!
Wow, this is worthless.
Uh-huh. So is it just that every time we rest we get different things?
Yeah, probably.
I swear, the second he has a spare moment, he buries himself in his books.
Knowledge opens up bigger worlds. I imagine that back when Teresa was bossing him around, reading was a fun escape, an adventure in and of itself.
What's up, you guys?
You're reading a pretty hard book there, aren't you?
This? It's about dinosaurs. It says that long before humans were around, these huge creatures ruled the world. There are so many different kinds, like tyrannosaurs and triceratops and brachiosaurs. They're all so cool.
They look like dragons to me.
They look similar, but dinosaurs couldn't live inside volcanoes, and they didn't do well in the cold either. But they were crazy huge and strong. Nothing else could even compete with them.
I bet they would have made for great sparring partners. I think this Gigantospinosaurus might be my favorite.
Those two huge points jutting out from both sides of its body make it look just like you and your two swords.
Actually, it's also known as the dual-bladed dragon.
Wow, it really does sound like a perfect match for me then.
Okay, so if they weren't dragons, what were they?
They look a lot like lizards.
Maybe they're like my ancestors or something.
You were not originally a crocodile, Dial.
Damn, I think I might have gotten a bit too used to this new body of mine.
I wonder if their tails can fall off too.
I wonder if they were also delicious.
Well, according to Dragon Ball Z...
Oh, look, another one.
Did you ever
the
figure
beetle.
out if that bug was a stag or a rhinoceros beetle?
Actually, I still haven't really looked into it.
Why not? Weren't Rokuro and Aizen pretty curious to find out too?
They're why I haven't. They both have really strong opinions, and they both make a believable argument. And if I determined it was a new kind of beetle entirely, my decision would change the very course of their fates.
Their fates? I think you're exaggerating things.
Hey, what are you guys talking about?
We're still hashing out what that Rhinostagros really is. Kiddo here's holding off on his final decision because he's worried about how you'll take it. You're both adults. Can't one of you just give in so we can move on?
It's a rhinoceros beetle. I'm not backing down on that.
No, it's a stag beetle.
Why not just take off the pointy bits? Then we can all agree it's just a plain old beetle. Simple.
Sounds good to me.
Don't even joke about that. If you took away my swords, I wouldn't have anything left. Same thing goes for a stag beetle and its pincers.
And taking away a rhinoceros beetle's horns is disrespectful to its way of life, and to even suggest it is just plain wrong. No, if we're going to argue it out over this, we need to exhaust every possible angle before coming to a conclusion. It's the right thing to do.
Madam Eleanor! Here's that field guide to rare insects of Midgand you wanted me to get you.
Thanks, Bienfu. Surely this book will have something about that bug. Yeah, here it is. This beetle's real name is... Argonathocrassus, the thick-jawed beetle.
It's named for its jaws? That must make it a stag...
It's a drone beetle. The field guide says it's a really rare variety, too. I guess that's that.
Get fucked.
No, you're wrong. It's a new species. I call it the Lapicet Rhinostagros. That's my decision, and I'm not backing down.
Oh god, so that entire thing was a waste of time.
It's a drone beetle.
Fuck.
You bitch.
Actually.
Well, actually.
But it's Eleanor doing it this time, so it's even stranger.
Yep. The back docks.
Nothing over here for us. Except one soul. Just a simple, lonely soul. Stay a while and listen.
See, I thought that a song would pop in my head, but the problem is the first thing that popped in my head is owner of a lonely heart, not a lonely soul. So it doesn't quite work. Sadly.
What songs would we know that have the word soul in them?
Good question, actually.
You said that Malachim can have familial ties, but what makes you and your sister siblings if you're not related by blood?
Well, a very long time ago, I was born into this world from an Earth Pulse point up on a sacred mountain. I remained in that place for a long while, and then one day, she was born from the very same Earth Pulse point. Before we knew it, we had wound up living together under the same roof.
Are two Malachim always siblings if they come from the same Earth Pulse point?
No. The other Malachim were born there, but I never felt like they were my family. But something, I don't know what, was different with her. If she was sad, I'd feel sad. And if I was happy, she'd be happy too. She can be abrasive, but when she smiles, it's like nothing else. I swore to myself that whatever happened, I would protect her. I made a pendant from a stone on that sacred mountain and gave it to her as a lucky charm. Of course, she just wears it as a necklace.
And your pendant? Did she give that to you?
She had the same idea I had. She made the pendant herself and gave it to me as a good luck charm. Without either of us having mentioned a word of it beforehand, we each gave each other pendants in the same shape on the very same day. That's when I really knew that what I had felt all along was true. We were brother and sister.
Is that her in the picture?
Yeah. It's a self-portrait she drew for me on the day I left home.
Did you draw her a picture of yourself?
No. I don't exactly have an artistic side.
Well, I'm sure that if you looked inside her pendant, you'd find a portrait of the person who matters most to her.
I hope so.
Yeah, and it would be nice if it was you.
Alright, let's see what we got.
Take a look at this.
Hey!
A cleric's staff.
Cleric stuff.
A sacred staff from the continent of Albane, believed to hold the power to transcend time and space. Fortune telling. She's serious?
Scout ship setting sail.
Alright, let's see. I think
we look at this cleric staff. Wow, I think we've got everything.
Laphicet and Velvet. Who you want to be?
I'll do Velvet. Surpassing through time and space. Does that mean we could travel into the past and future?
Awesome! That means we could go into the past and...
I wouldn't go back, even if I could. Even if we could undo the things that have been done, the soul of whoever did those deeds will remain the same. It wouldn't change who I am inside, or who he is.
So, what about the future, and why can't I suddenly move? My controller decided it's not going to work. Real 1 second.
Yeah. Everything just kind of locked.
Oh,
wait.
So what about
sound again?
Yeah. So what about the future?
I am not seeing it move. I think that I might have lost connection with you.
Oh no, that's not good.
Yeah, because it's still stuck.
Oh, the connection quality is not super great right now.
Yep. Try scrolling down, up and down real quick. Whoop, wait. Yeah, there we go. Okay,
all right.
I think I got it now.
So, what about the future?
I'm in no hurry to see what might come. No, I have to accept who I am and the present I've created.
That shows just how determined you are, Velvet. Hey, yo. You'd think I'd get an achievement if there's, like, everything we have that we can get in here.
It just shows we don't have everything we can get in here. No.
Excellent.
There will always be more. Always and forever.
That's fine with me. I love exploring new places. I wish I could actually go to these places. They all sound really, really interesting lands to go to, but no, we don't get to go to them.
Nope, of course not.
Ah, there you two are.
Hi, teacher. Have you made progress deciphering the book?
I have indeed. It turns out there was a second counting song. I've already transcribed it. Would you read it aloud for us, child?
Okay. When the 8 malevolences overflow, in the culmination of mankind's despair, Inominat will bring an end to all peoples and restore them to time immemorial. 4 Empyreans shall wield a wrathful sword and cleave the great devourer, 2 asunder to sleep beneath the earth, as scarlet moonlight illuminates the evil. The nameless Empyrean hath one heart. The nameless Empyrean hath one body.
Oh, yet more delightful material to keep us awake at night.
If I'm understanding this right, it's discussing the specific nature of Inominat? That's what I believe, yes. When the 8 malevolences overflow in the culmination of mankind's despair, Inominat will bring an end to all peoples.
So, when the world is at peak malevolence, Inominat will use that power to bring an end to all. Is that it?
He's going to wipe out all of humanity?
Is that what the Abbey is after? Is that why they've been trying to bring back Inominat?
No, Artorias is not that kind of man. His 2 primary ideals are the many over one, and the restoration of order through will and reason. He sacrificed Laufey to protect this world, not to eradicate it.
You mean that's who he is as far as you know, yeah? People change, Velvet. Perhaps the shepherd gave up hope. Maybe he lost faith in mankind. Fools prone to sin, endlessly generating malevolence.
He's not like that. If that's all true, then what point was there in Laufey's death?
Is there anything else in that book?
Yes and no. This copy itself is incomplete. There ought to be further pages, but they're missing. For now, I've done all I can.
There must be an original somewhere, right?
Without it, I doubt the Abbey would be plotting Inominat's revival. We can be sure they have complete understanding of their Empyrean's nature.
But this was the only copy in the royal villa. If the original is out there, who knows where it could be?
It's getting pretty late. Why don't we call it a day?
Yeah, let's get some rest.
Dun 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 dun. All right, lots of people to talk to.
Yep. Pirates may be lax when it comes to morals, but at least they do their work properly.
We're all literally in the same boat. Your life is in everyone's hands, and their lives are in yours. Simple sort of faith. We don't obey rules written down in some book. We follow the law of the sea.
That actually sounds more troublesome overall. Looks like the survey into the currents around the island are going smoothly. Good. Now give everyone a copy of your report and pound it into their thick skulls.
Ow.
Bienfu? What's even under that hat?
Another hat!
No, he's not Kakashi.
That's a very inappropriate thing to ask a Norman. Where do you get off being so rude, eh?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. You know the nice thing about being the only dwarf in the party? No one knows what goes on under the mountain. So, Rokuro, why didn't you speak in these and thous? Seems like it'd suit your character.
That's not my style, I guess. Why do you speak the way you do?
That's a very inappropriate thing to ask a witch. Did no one teach you basic manners?
Sorry, I had no idea.
Magilu, I see where Bienfu gets it.
That was very purposely placed.
Yes.
Sigh. Oh, it's a Grimoire one.
Always looks like she never wants to do any work, but despite all her grumbling, when she starts a job, she gets it done. and quickly too. She's frank, but she still takes care not to say anything.
No, her name is Grimoire, Rokuro.
I have to say, I like that in a woman. It's charming.
Well, sorry if I'm inconsiderate and charmless then.
I didn't mean it like that. You're all still so young and have led different lives.
Oh man, he's a cougar chaser.
Well, if you're saying we lack a certain air of maturity, I might not disagree.
That's for sure. It's true Lord Artorius has scolded my lack of composure at times.
Although I do get the impression that Grimoire has been dependable like that since she was young.
And it's a good impression at that. Old Grim's been that way since the day she was born. I hate to admit it, but her combination of insightful words and deadpan expression has charmed the hearts of many a Moloch. At her peak, she had a fan club 8,848 members strong, and her dinner shows would sell out the day the tickets went on sale. Molochim came by the droves to doze off listening to her live readings of ancient books.
Wow! I had no idea she was so popular.
Yeah, she's even a regular feature in Who's Who Among Norman.
Now that I think about it, I could see how a person could interpret her lethargy as patience and her vague dispassion as maturity and poise. Compared to her, I'm just...
Were you just trying to imitate her?
No, I didn't mean to.
Whether you meant to or not, that kind of felt like her just now. I can see it in you, waiting to be awakened. That sophisticated charm.
Me? Sophisticated and charming? I don't know.
Try talking like her. You know how she lets her sentences trail off. This is your make or break moment here.
All right. I think I know what you mean. Here goes nothing. Oh. What do you think, Laphicet? Do I sound like her?
It feels a little off, but you're definitely doing it. I think. You don't have to grow up, Madame Eleanor. You're cute just the way you are.
Yenfu, a comment like that will allow me to call the Amber Alert FBI on you.
I love it. You're like, Amber Alert. And my response is, punt him.
I mean, both are viable. Is there anything else to talk with in here? Not really. Where are we supposed to go? Head to the next Earth...
You are roboting all of a sudden.
Head to the next Earth Pulse point. I mean, nothing else that I really can think of.
Are you able to hear me right now? Because you are roboting hard.
I can hear you right now. Can you hear me right now?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's just you are, roboting.
Oh, that's odd. That is quite odd.
Oh, it got better for a second there.
Okay. Looks like everything's good for this for right now. Well, since I'm roboting and we come to actually a really good natural stopping point, once I get to a save point, you want to end session for the night?
That's probably the best, because, yeah, it seems like the internet connection is starting to die on us.
Yeah, I mean, once we get off of stream, it's going to get better, because it always does, but...
Oh, of course. In fact, it's already started to make some minor improvements.
Yeah, but this is actually a good stopping point. We completed an entire story arc. Oh.
Yep.
Hey, Laphicet! Medessa let me sleep in her bed last night.
What is with all the Amber Alerts?
Big lady, that's great. She's gonna help me take a bath now. You should come join us too. I couldn't.
A dapper mustachioed man like me could never do such a thing.
Hey, Kamoana. Did you know? Dial started to grow a brand new tail.
Wow, really? I want to see.
He's up at the observation tower.
I hear it's matured to greatness. It'll be good. It'll be good over a roaring fire with some wine, soaked in wine.
I'm already missing that one bottle of wine. It did not last long.
Thanks, Eleanor. I appreciate it.
Is it because of the size or because of how fast you drank it?
Having some girl trouble, my little
A bottle of wine is not a lot. It's like 3 glasses. And it was shared amongst someone else, so those 3 glasses went fast.
Yeah,
Fair.
they both still have a long way to go, but it's such a relief to see them smiling.
We've got bigger things to worry about. Hurry up and locate the next Earth Pulse point.
Wow, you're so cold again.
Okay.
Crack that whip.
Must you always be so blunt, Velvet?
I must, in fact. We're up against the Abbey here, and sooner or later they'll find this place.
That's true, but still.
Do we go find another hideout?
No, we'll keep on the offensive. We'll capture the remaining Therians before the Abbey finds us.
As a swordsman, I can respect that mindset.
I'm not so sure we could hold this place anyway.
We've got no obligation to.
I found another Earth Pulse point. It's in the eastern part of Eastgand.
So, Eastgand.
East.
Oh, that's her village.
We're headed for Eastgand.
Hey, Bienfu, you fucking spy. Fucking spy.
Yep. Should we check out these skits first real quick?
Sure. The ancient book is a
There are
copy.
two.
The ancient book is a copy.
When mankind's despair reaches its pinnacle, Inomata shall reach out and bring an end to all.
So that song bothers you too?
No matter how many times I read it, I don't see any good in it.
Understanding that ancient tongue is difficult, right? Perhaps there's another interpretation? Maybe the end to all actually means an end to all human suffering, for example.
That is a possibility. But we're far too lacking in material to know anything for sure.
We need the other half of that book, or some other text on Inomata.
We don't have the time to search for it. Wouldn't even know where to start looking.
And don't forget that that book is just a copy. Whoever transcribed it might have made an error, too.
That's an unexpectedly sharp insight coming from you.
I'm an expert at errors. When Miss Magilu made me copy magic tomes for her, I did it pretty half-heartedly.
Didn't that cause a lot of problems?
Well, when she tried to cast a spell from one of the tomes, the spell exploded in her face. It's really her own fault, though. She told me to copy 100 books in 3 days. That's impossible.
Oh, how cruel.
Cruel is right. That witch is a
Haha.
devil, I tell you. A slave driver.
Bienfu, let's go somewhere a little more private, shall we?
Miss Magilu.
Hush now. There's no need to worry. I'll make it a half-hearted punishment.
I'd say Amber Alert on that one, but I think he deserves it.
And joke's on her, he's actually into it.
Wouldn't entirely surprise me. Shall we check out the fishing
Yeah.
competition?
Yeah, it's like those people who are like running away from Lady Demetress are like, oh no, don't. Oh no, you're so close.
Those comics were hilarious.
But who ended up winning the fishing competition when we were trying to catch a Therian?
Man, that was a while ago. I lost because I came away with nothing.
No, it was a draw. As I'm sure everyone remembers, all I fished up were octopus demons. We were competing over who would catch the Therian. Demons didn't count, so my score was 0-2.
No, the loss is mine, and I'm not giving it to you.
That's not just something you can up and decide like
You
that.
both are losers.
In fact,
Step away.
fishing up those octopus demons, I put everyone in danger. That should count for negative points. I lost.
Who cares? It was all in fun.
I care. Every competition must have a winner and a loser, no matter what. That's just how I see it.
Who fished up the
I'm
pot?
rising on
Oh,
this
that was
one. It
Velvet.
doesn't do anyone any good to make the final results murky.
I can't believe I'm going to do this. Eisen, your curse would mean that the odds were stacked against you from the start. That doesn't make for a fair competition, does it?
Yeah, she's got a good point. We'll just have to settle the score some other way.
What can you guys do? Play cards? Chess? What?
Cards are a no-go for me. I'll just end up drawing jokers.
And I can play shogi, but I don't know chess.
Then what about arm wrestling?
Wow,
That
I just had it completely and totally freeze on me at I can play shogi, but I don't know chess.
Huh, that's unfortunate.
Yep.
You're both adults. So
Oh,
why not
it's
drink
trying to
contest?
move.
Oh,
That
no.
said, if we have a drinking contest, we'll be able to
Drinking contest? Oh my god.
I don't see anything wrong with
I didn't see who recommended it, but
Eleanor.
Well, that's
That
one
makes
way
sense.
of resolving it, I suppose.
and to be fair, a drinking
Whatever
contest is the
gets it
best.
done. I'm not gonna complain.
We can see what their constitution modifiers are.
Contest. You're gonna need some tasty snacks to go with all that alcohol, right?
Definitely. Let's go out and fish us some snacks.
Yeah, let's take out the little boat. We can even pick up where we left off our fishing competition.
No.
Didn't we just figure out he can't really fish?
We were just about to finally resolve this mess. Why'd you have to go and stick your nose into it?
What? Why are you yelling at me? I didn't do anything wrong.
Hunt him.
And
Yeah, it came back right about the time of the. Didn't we just mention that they couldn't fish?
All right, let's grab the let's grab all these conversations and then we can leave.
Yep.
This island's really something. No way I'd want to go to prison here, but it'd make a great hideout. If I'm gonna be left in charge of this place, I'll turn it into the best hideout ever.
You're in charge?
Someone has to look after this place while you're all running around, maintaining the ships in the base, watching the Prince and Medusa, keeping Kamoana company. I'll keep this place running ship-shape, so that you all can focus on looking for the Therians.
But those are just odd jobs anyone can do. You're a navigator. Isn't that a waste of your talents?
You dolt! These are important tasks! Someone's gotta do it! We've got another navigator, but is there anyone besides me that could handle all of this by themselves? Besides, ever since I lost my tail, my balance has been off. The seasickness is killing me!
That's your story and you're sticking to it? Tell the truth. You don't want to come because you're afraid you'll be hurt again.
No, that's not it at all.
Don't worry. The hideout is safe. Yeah, the hideout is in safe hands with me. My friends used to call me the King of Odd Jobs. They also called me the King of Loafing. But let's not dwell on that, shall we?
I mean, he made an excuse about like ever since he lost the tail seasons, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't sailing until after he got his tail cut off, or even turned into a crocodile man until after we talked with him.
Yep. It's time to warm up before we set sail. We'll start with Ifra size number 33. Ready, go.
Hold on, how many Ifra sizes are there? You can't be expected to remember them all, surely.
Landlubber, there are 99 Ifra sizes, and you're not a fully fledged crew member until you know every last one.
Okay. Guess I'm not a fully fledged crew member. I'm out.
Yep.
Hey, get this. I was out fishing the other day, when before I knew it, I'd wound up near a Class 4 island. Once I realized what was happening, I tried to turn the ship around, but then it got dark all around me.
Was it a sudden storm?
I wish. It was this great monstrous bird. Damn thing had wings big enough to cover up the whole blasted sky.
That sounds like a bit of a stretch to me.
Called himself the Lindworm. No!
You just might not make it back
Please,
alive.
not another Lindworm.
A huge
Please
bird.
not.
Class 4, admin zone.
Yeah, it froze up on me again, so...
I haven't been able to enjoy chicken after seeing a bird creature on that island. Alright, we're saving here. And we're good to go. And we are good. That's a good stopping point anyway, so... Alright, everyone.
Yeah, considering that I'm still frozen.
Yes. Thank you for watching the stream, everyone. I will see you later. Hopefully we'll be able to do it maybe tomorrow. It might be a shorter stream tomorrow. I don't know when I'm getting back from bouldering, but hopefully I'll be able to do something. If not, next week maybe. Talk to you later. Bye.
Alright, for all that were watching on this side, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for sticking around for those that did for all of the tech issues. And yeah, we'll see you later.